Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
Yeah, this is Dr. Bones with Forgotten Bee and Jay. We're here for another new episode of the Bones and Bee Banter Hour. B, Jay, welcome back.
Ray, hello.
What's happening, Jay? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thanks. So first, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, actually, Jason's not that well at the moment, are you? You're a bit injured.
No, I've got a broken hand.
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah, I saw the pictures, man. That sucks. So
I have to go back to the...
okay, one at a time here. So it's almost healed then.
I didn't...
Almost, yeah. I can play the guitar, so I'm happy.
Right on. Did you get that?
no, not really. It was a bit Dalek-y.
Okay, all he says he can play guitar, so he's all right. Okay.
But it looks uber painful. Awful. How long have they said it's going to take to heal? Weeks?
And they just told me to go back next week so they can have another look.
Oh, right.
So you get some more x-rays, that sort of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll live, though. It's only one bone. I got plenty more. You'd know that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's filling it.
Yeah. It never stops. So we are going to start off here with a song by The Unassisted. This is a cool one. Apparently it's not the one that B picked, but still a good song anyways. So we're going to get to a song called Sitting Pretty by The Unassisted. Dig this. All right, that was Sitting Pretty, the Unassisted. Now, Jay, this is my second listen to the song, and you know what? I really actually enjoyed the song because it's different from any of the songs on your EP. At least to me, it sounds a lot different. It's got a bit more of a kind of a more melodic, kind of deeper tone sound to it.
Well, I've got loads of acoustic songs that we just haven't worked on as a band, and we tried that one out, and it just kind of went on that kind of journey where we wanted to make it a bit different and like a big sound as well, and we ended up with that. So we're quite happy. I mean, the next couple of songs we're going to be working on are going to be different again, and it's just the way we like to do it. We don't want to get stuck in a rut doing the same thing over and over and over, because it gets a bit boring. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, that's the best way to look at it. Go ahead, B.
I was going to ask Jason, do all of your songs pretty much start as an acoustic thing, maybe by you, because I know you're the writer, aren't you? Or have you found that some of your songs have developed from a jamming session?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the writer. I will start out with an acoustic idea, and then I'll take it to Chris and Mark, and we'll put our spin on it as a band and stuff. And we've written songs from scratch together. We've taken ideas of like Mark's bass lines and written songs around that and whatnot. So I think that's where we get that whole sound being different on each song, because you never know who's going to start the song off or who's got what idea and where it's going to grow from, kind of thing. Because I think you can hear that in other bands where they have one songwriter and it's like a dictatorship, and you hear that over and over and over, and you just get the same sound out of them, and gets a bit dull.
I was going to say, I suppose that's what gives you that kind of uniqueness, isn't it?
Well, yeah, try to.
You're smiling there. No, but I mean, listening to that one sort of acoustically, the way it's completely changed, I totally agree. It's become really quite powerful, and there's a lot of depth to it now, which is fantastic, isn't it? I mean, it's nice to see an acoustic song grow like that.
Yeah, well, when we started out with it, Mark came up with that bass line that you can hear kicking the song off, and as soon as we heard that, it kind of changed the whole dynamic of the song anyway, because it differs from the melody of the acoustic track, and it just gives it that bigger sound, and it sort of allows you then as well to take the guitar out for the first part of the song, and bring it in and build it up, as you go through the song as well, so you can just take it from a different angle, so it just kind of helps working with good musicians, I suppose. Gives you that whole dynamic to work off.
Do you still do your fire station sessions? Because that was always really groovy, isn't it?
Well, Mark's gone and got a new house, which is so he's now got like his own little man cave.
Nice.
So we're jamming in there now, which is just easier for us all round. So it won't be hashtag fire sessions anymore. It'll be hashtag Mark's cave.
More fun, eh?
Yeah.
Just before we get to the next thing, Jay, I feel bad about your hand, and I'm just watching you when you're talking with a cast on it. I'm just picturing you, because if you can go irritated, you can pass it off as a mistake, saying, "Well, talk with your hands," and you end up popping someone in the head. sorry.
Not kill.
But
you can't do much planking anymore, there, can you? At the moment, then.
I can. Just been doing this before we came up.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't it hurt?
No, just stay on my elbows. I'm alright.
Torture.
Right on. So, now, B, you had a few things you wanted to bring up. Let's get into those first.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. Well, it's blogging, really. I mean, I started blogging. The main reason was to sort of, because I was doing quite a lot of micro poetry, and I write short stories and things like that. So my main sort of angle was to show that I can't just, I don't just do micro poetry, I do longer poems, and it was a place to put my short stories as well. And then I started getting into kind of, I pushed myself to do a live gig review, and then I've started doing these interviews and things like that. But what it's shown me is the amount of work. I mean, I put loads of sort of hours into the research and things like that, so that you can try and come up with things that are a bit different, because everybody, obviously there's a lot of bloggers out there doing the same thing, and it was just something Jason said to me, do you ever get bored of interviews, or is there another way of doing it? And I thought, initially I thought, oh, did you find mine boring? That's what I said to you. So I said, okay, what you're saying is, I didn't like what you did, but it wasn't that. I think I know him well enough to know that it was, and I thought it's actually a really good point. I mean, I don't know, Jason, do you want to kind of add to that?
Well, yeah, it was a little bit boring, but it wasn't too bad. But no, it's just, because there's loads of people blog, and it just seems like anybody can fire up a website and start dribbling on about this, and taking the same format and formula that everybody else does, which sets yours apart because you put the whole story behind it, or you'll paint a scene. Like that last interview you did, that painted a picture as you started it, and then you went on to do the interview, and you asked different questions as well.
What was the picture?
Well, it was just you as the teacher in the classroom, wasn't it? And the band with the naughty kids in the classroom, weren't they? It was cool.
I like